Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Basically, today I'm gonna continue with my boarding school series. If you haven't checked out my two previous videos, check them out so that this video can make sense, because this is initially part 3 of like what I went through during the couple of boarding schools I went to. Okay, so basically here I am at my second boarding school, and oh guys, at school it was like, honestly, it felt like I was in a military academy. That's cool, guys. Like, you would get demerits for anything. It's like they should have just said, this is blah 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 school. Basically, you can't be yourself. Do not do anything that, like, just don't be yourself. That's what they should have wrote on the billboard before we even went into the school. Like, serious, like, it was like a military camp, guys. Like, serious. Ooh, Mara. I don't want to say it by name, but yo, from what I've heard, there's like Kuro has taken over the school. But yo, that school, guys, it was a private school, and I put it in apostrophes because people who went there know why I'm putting it in apostrophes, like private school. But basically, yo guys, that school, like, they didn't play. Like, it was study, sleep, study, sleep, study, sleep, study, one way, sleep, study, write test, sleep, study, write test, one way, from grade 8. They drill you from grade 8. Imagine. So you get there, they're like, hello people, so we're going to put you in different classes, and in these classes we're going to put you according to how well of a learner you are, so there'll be like the intelligent ones, average, then the dumb ones. In the beginning I wasn't a fan of that system, but in the long run, like, I felt like it really worked. It really worked, because my grade 12 results were good. So yeah, so basically at this school, so up to this point, like I said, in my second boarding school I wasn't really that bullied, because obviously I had better coping mechanisms, but at the same time I don't think there was much that I could be bullied for. But for those of you who don't know, I've always had an acne problem. Like, I still have like terrible acne scars. So I've always had an acne problem, and people would always make it a point of pointing it out to me, as if I don't have a mirror, or as if I don't wash my face. Like, I don't know. And it's been a problem for the longest time in my life. I went to different dermatologists. It does help for a little while, and then the pimples just come back. So I decided to just let it be and just wear makeup. But anyway, so up to this point, because I was bullied so much, I was always protective about anybody who's close to me. Like, I was so protective. Like, I wouldn't let you treat anybody who is around me like badly, especially if I hold them in high regards. Like, no. So I don't know when, I don't know how, but I met this girl, and I won't say her by name. Let's just say I met Jojo. Yeah. I'll just give her a Caucasian name, even though she was black. Let's say I met Jojo. So when I met Jojo, like, Jojo was, she was very quiet, beautiful, I must add, like, beautiful skin, like flawless, right? So me and Jojo, like, became friends. I don't know when, I don't know how. I just woke up one day and we were just thick as thieves for a minute. Okay. Mind you, up to this point I didn't know that I had a psychological problem of being close to people and then, like, pushing them away when they become like too tight with me. I didn't know that I had that psychological problem. This is something that I learned, like, in varsity, that I can't maintain friendships for a long time. So basically, friends that I have now, that I've had for like more than 5 years or more than 10 years, they are my friends because they want to, because I have a tendency of pushing people away. So I became friends with this girl, and this girl, like, she liked a certain type of style. Like, she wore like a tomboy. I never had a problem with it, because, guys, like, I've been an outsider for so long that I didn't even consider like people who were outsiders like different. Like to me they were normal, you know. So I became close with this girl, and as I became close with this girl, she didn't live in the same room as me, so I had different roommates, she had different roommates. So we spent a lot of time together, and one day some girl who we used to live with in the hostel, she walks up to me. Like me and her, we had a cordial relationship. We weren't really friends, we were just cordial with each other. And a girl walks up to me, she's like, Wena, did you hear what they're saying about Jojo? I'm like, what are they saying about Jojo? Ayo, Jojo is a lesbian. I'm like, so? She's like, no, again. And when you sleep with Jojo, like, you guys share a bed sometimes. Don't you think that, like, she wakes up at night and she feels your body? Like she was insinuating with maybe, like, this girl is, like, harassing me or, like, yeah, something to that effect, like, when I'm sleeping or something. And I'm like, no, who does that? Like, who does that? And they were like, no. Like, now she's coming. So now she's initially gossiping about somebody who I regard as a friend. So she's like, no, like, people are saying this about Jojo. You should stop being Jojo's friend because people are going to look at you in some type of way. I was like, the word that starts with the F. Dude, people. Jojo's my friend, and that's that. If you can't make peace with it, move on. Move on. And guess what? Because of the type of friend I was, because I didn't want to hurt like my friend's feelings, I never told her anything. I just went like, I just continued as if everything is okay, because in my mind I was so used to being an outcast that I didn't want that to happen to anyone. That's why I say sometimes I'm very protective. I didn't want that to happen to like anyone. I didn't want that to happen under any circumstance. So we became friends. Long story short, we are still friends even now. So I'm just gonna continue about the school. So basically in the school, guys, the school, it was like being in military. Like, I think we went to school at like 7:20. I'm not sure. I think we went to school like 7:20, and then like school was only out around like what, half past 2 or half past 3. No, half past 3. And from there on, from half past 3 to like half past 5, it was like a little bit of your free time, yana. 5:30, no, 5 o'clock, it was like supper. And then 5:30, you go to study until 10 o'clock. Imagine, guys, like, until every day until 10 o'clock. In the beginning, every time it was like a Friday, I can't remember, did we go to study? I think on Fridays we didn't go to like study. If you went to Bible study, then you didn't go to study. But other than that, you used to stay in the hostel. And then during weekends we were free. But when I got to grade 10, everything changed, guys. It was study all day, every day. Like, you eat fat, everything, study. Like, study when I kill. You know, we used to study all day, every day. So, the school, guys, like, it was such a problem that you couldn't make a noise. There were certain things that, like, you couldn't do a lot of stuff. A lot of things you can't do. Like, you can't go to different people's rooms. You can't make a noise. So, one day, me, this girl, and my stupid cousin, and her friend, and another friend. Basically, it was 4 of us, okay? I don't know why we ended up in my room, but for some reason we all ended up in my room. My other roommates were sleeping, guys, so they were innocent, guys. They were innocent. So me, my cousin, her friend, and someone else, like the girl, like, guys, there was this thing in Vodacom. It was called like free minutes. If you're from South Africa, you know. Free minutes. Basically, these free minutes, you can call Vodacom to Vodacom from like 12 o'clock up to 5 o'clock every night. So, night shift. So, your night shift were coming into fashion. Like, it was a new thing. It was an exciting thing. Me and my cousin and our friends, we were bored, guys. So, we started calling like the hostel matron. I'm not proud, but I was a kid. But I'm not proud. We started calling the hostel matron, and we like, you have won a cell phone from courtesy of Vodacom. You need to come and collect this phone at this time, and for you to get this phone, basically, like, you need to sing for us like your favorite song. Guys, our hostel matron, guys, was singing. Like, she was singing her lungs out. Like, guys, come on, 1 a.m. our hostel matron was singing her lungs out. She's like, hey, I want this phone. She was singing her lungs out. Guys, we were dead. We laughed so bad that she even realized that it's us playing with her. So, long story short, she caught us red-handed while we were speaking on the phone. Yo, guys, it was hilarious at the time. While we were speaking on the phone, she found us red-handed. And, okay, she was like, you know what? You guys are going to the office first thing in the morning tomorrow. So, in the morning when you wake up, you must pack your bags, okay? Because I'm done with all of y'all. And we're like, yo, okay, shut. We all went back to our rooms. How? Did we sleep? No. Did we sleep? Mm-mm. There was, at some point, we started waking up people, telling them that like it's like time to wake up, and they would run out of bed and fall off. Yo, guys, yo, me and my cousin were a problem, guys, but we did it all in the name of fun. Yo, that school was just it wasn't on. It wasn't on. So in the morning we woke up. I can't remember if we did it or somebody else did it, but we wrote a note that we wrote a note saying that our hostel matron's room is a tavern. Everybody should come and have drinks there. You guys. And then we took out the trash. So there was trash in the passage. And my hostel matron woke up. And my hostel matron was like, Yazzie, I've had enough of you girls. I've had enough of you girls. You guys are going to the office. Yo, guys, there we are packing. Like, okay, at this point, people have to get out of the hostel around 8 o'clock on Saturday just to be around the fields, just to like mingle with people or be with your friends, spend time with them. So we're packing. As we get out of the hostel with our bags, guys, and those bags were huge. Guys, they were huge. I don't want to lie. As we're packing our bags, we're walking out. Guys, like people, like the whole hostel is just chanting at us, like, yeah, yeah. Yo, guys, there we are, man. Yo, my cousin, she always walks like she's the boss. She's like, yeah. And I'm thinking, yo, guys, at that moment, it was fun, eh? But yo, it was going to go bad real quick. Went to the office. Long story short, our parents were called. After they were called, we were expelled. No, not even suspension. Fast forward, expulsion. We were expelled. So because we got expelled, we only got expelled from the hostel, not the school, mind you. So we went to school every day, and we started living at like a nearby school. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but then we didn't live in the facilities anymore, but we still lived in a boarding school. Yeah, in a boarding school, but we didn't live in those facilities of that particular boarding school because we were expelled from those facilities. Yo, me and my cousin, guys, like, we're too much, guys. So I think at this point, we used to attend the same classes. Like, we used to be in the same class. We would sleep in class. People would ask, what's wrong with them? They don't concentrate. Like, it just went downhill from there. It just went downhill from there. But nevertheless, we had fun. Even though we were expelled, we had fun. The next year, I came back to the school. My cousin left, of which I think it was for the best, because in the end, we both succeeded. We got done with our grade 12 and we had fun wherever we were. I missed her a lot though. But yeah, after high school, we reconnected. So yeah, that's how I got expelled from the second boarding school that I was at. Yeah, and don't ask me how my mom reacted, because ain't nobody wants to talk about that. Like, if I talk about that, people would go like, it's abuse, what had happened to me. But in those day and ages, like in 2009, corporal punishment was acceptable, okay? Corporal punishment was acceptable, and I got the beating of my life. But anyway, I'm thankful, because it made me go into to do proper stuff in life. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. In my next video, I'm going to talk about how I went to varsity and my experience with me being go varsity. Like, I also went to varsity in a different province. Yeah, I mean, guys, I think this is why I'm multilingual. But nevertheless, I am forever thankful for the people that I met along the way that were really kind to me. And I love the fact that I can speak more than one language. That's what I love a lot. And I also like the fact that I can relate to different people who are black from different backgrounds because I learned and I studied how they lived, not intentionally, but I studied how they live. So yeah, guys, see you next time.